You are now tuned in to Family by Choice, the podcast. Let's tap in.
We're going to start with you, bro.
Okay.
What's your pet peeve?
My pet peeve with my wife.
Well, this dangerous ground, man. What you doing?
About to argue.
I like
on
it.
Dangerous
this
in here.
set. We
I like it. Let's get into
it.
it.
Why?
So what you said on the podcast.
And the car is going to get awkward.
Hey. Well, no, because she knows my pet peeves. Constance knows my pet peeve. So my pet peeve with Constance is it's the procrastination.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It like
Bless you.
excuse me.
God
It
is
really
trying to tell
grinds
you
my
this.
gears.
God is trying to
You
tell
know.
you
Really
tread
crank.
lightly.
You said, hey, she said, God trying to tell you something with these sneezes,
Okay.
boy.
Just said,
Shut it up.
just said you've been asking, is everything okay for the last 4 days?
Hey, man.
Slow down, brother.
So first of all, like if something is wrong with me,
Are we talking about a different subject or we talking about the pet peeve?
We're just going to let it flow.
okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, carry on with the pet peeve.
Yeah, the pet peeve.
Don't you want to know what's wrong?
No. So the procrastination. Yeah, man.
I thought it was going to be more like, I know we talking pet peeves on spouses. I thought it was going to be more like she leave her shoes in the middle of the
Right.
floor.
I do.
Oh, it's getting real.
Right.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Continue.
It's the procrastination for me. Other than that, it's the procrastination which has a tag-along twin of punctuality. And it really, it's my pet peeve. And, I think it's something, God won't put on us more than we could bear. So I feel like it's something that's trying to build temperance, I guess, or patience.
Absolutely.
But I've been having a hard time developing in that area.
You're
So-
welcome.
So are we saying like a pet peeve is something that we
have
have a hard time developing past in our spouses?
You're welcome,
Like what we
'cause
saying a pet
today-
peeve is for real?
He was not late. Just go ahead. And
We've been doing, this is our 50th show.
you're welcome, because today.
Oh yeah, well I appreciate today we were 10 minutes,
Notice
15 minutes early.
how the same grace that was extended does not get returned.
What's that mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Because
What's not being returned?
when you was smoking every day, it was a fresh day for him.
Wow.
It was a new day. Every day he tell me he gonna stop. Listen, I'm not thinking about the fact that you told me that yesterday
It's a brand
and
new
you
day.
didn't. It's a brand new day. I
Oh.
believe you today.
I
So-
believe you today.
So I tell him I'm working on it, babe. I'm working on it, babe. I believe when I see it.
But
So
the
today
smoking was like what, 15 years ago?
Doesn't matter.
it's the concept.
How long have we
The
been dealing
concept
with
of-
how long have we been dealing with the
concept of-
procrastination and punctuality?
For years, just
Right.
like you were smoking for
So
years.
So I think if we're looking at it from a time standpoint, mine had an expiration date, and we're still.
Hers can have an expiration
And
date.
she just said today. She said y'all was on time today.
She working on it.
Jeez.
I mean, good Lord.
Just saying.
That's pretty deep.
Is that what this is?
It just got deep.
I'm just saying. You just said.
Okay.
I said you're welcome, because today. I mean, I was very intentional. I picked it. And
My other
granted,
pet peeve is consistency.
I'm sorry.
Am I just making this stuff up, babe? Am I? No,
Okay, so
I'm not.
When you say consistency, what does that mean? Like
Meaning-
consistent with what?
And what?
With what?
With everything?
With my pet peeve.
You have to be with everything.
No, it's
No, with
the
my pet peeve.
procrastination and the
It's
consistency.
those three things
Okay.
specifically that grind my gears:
say all three of them together.
punctuality, procrastination, and consistency.
Okay.
you sound like you've evaluated this.
I've been saying this for the past 12 years.
He has.
So
He has been saying it for a long time.
Very
okay,
long time.
so
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's a lot.
your turn.
Questions?
Your
That's a
turn.
lot
Your
there,
turn,
man.
Constance. Your turn.
I just want you to acknowledge the fact.
That you were patient with me when I was
No.
addicted to weed.
Just, you know what, babe? You did good today.
You're right.
Grace.
You
But
did
no,
not.
I think
you
this
did
is
not.
it.
You did not have to ask me 50 million times. You did not say, "Babe, it's time." Do you see the time? It was 10 minutes till it's time to go.
I appreciate you.
And I was out the door.
Appreciate you.
I think this is a special moment, though, when it comes to relationships and marriages, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously it's something that's really on your nerves.
Oh, yeah,
It's
this is-
obviously
Well, we're
something
talking about
that-
pet peeves.
We've
Okay, we
had
did it.
relationship
And we're
quarrels.
going to keep it real, right?
we are keeping it
First,
real.
let me say this.
We are keeping it real.
Do not have me on here and then you guys do the polished part. Don't do that. I will leave this show.
No, listen.
Tonight.
Now! I will get up right.
Oh man.
I just think, you know, the depth of the water that we just
Dove into?
dove.
Well, the water's usually deep with
So
SBC.
it is.
It has to be.
It has to be.
But because it was so deep, though, it's like, how do we just kind of skim past that?
Bro, let's-
It's like,
let's-
'cause she like definitely was
Well,
like,
ask on,
you
my
know what
brother.
I'm
We
saying?
asked what's
So,
hers.
yeah, we need to.
Yeah, what are your pet
Let's
peeves?
dive in.
Yeah, we need to balance
And
this out a bit.
now I'm trying to figure out how controversial
I know what her,
can be.
I know what her pet peeves are with me.
We don't want you to say
need
it.
comments.
Her to
It might
say
be a new one
I
today.
can write it down. I'll write it down, and I guarantee
So
you,
here's the thing.
it'll be what
She said, "Go ahead, Constance. We're listening to you."
So, my pet peeves with Anthony are
Criticism.
Oh, we both
I am
Sorry.
going to go
I'm
ahead
just
and
saying, that's just what I
Brian.
picked up here today.
Mental abuse.
Both of you now.
Good Lord. We're listening.
Whoa.
We're listening to you, Constance.
And these are my dogs. Fellas,
These my guys.
you know.
lack of grace.
Blink.
Whoa.
Blink if you don't feel safe.
This is your safe space, brother. No, this is safe
No,
space
no,
right
for
here.
real.
Go ahead,
yeah,
Constance.
we can just
We can
just
chill.
joking around, man.
no, my pet peeve. Let's see. To be light, my pet peeves are definitely that he loves a clean house, but he always contributes to the mess. My other pet
that was coming.
peeve is the fact that he says he wants stuff done, but he wants other people to do it.
That's most definitely him.
So he'll be like, "The dog needs to be walked." Shame. I'm like, "Babe, walk your dog.
Walk your
dog.
My dog or our dog?
It is our dog, but I mean, like,
What did I
you're
have
the
kids for?
master. Okay.
That's
What
true.
did I have kids for?
They're adults now. We have one young adult and one
As
teenager.
long as they're in my house, they're going to walk the
They're
dog.
not paying any
That's
bills.
a pet peeve.
This is a job.
That's a pet peeve right there.
That's just a small
So you're
one.
saying
That's a
he
small
passes
one.
the buck, is what you're saying.
With tasks around the house. Yes, he does. And
That's
let's
not
see.
true. That's not
Whoa, hey man!
When was the last time you walked the
You
dog?
just gotta let her express, man.
When the last time boss been walked by you?
I do it at least twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times does boss?
You walk
how,
boss twice a week, babe.
At least.
how many
twice a
times does boss get walked?
week. Usually
Every day.
twice a day.
He
Twice
just
a day.
walk every day.
Twice a
So 2 out of the 14.
In the morning.
Two
out of 14.
2 out of 14, bro.
Yeah, that's honest.
2 out of 14.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I got Riley. I got Shane.
That's real.
Brescia.
Nah, that's awesome, man.
Constance. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome, man.
And I don't walk him in my. I don't let him out the back door.
Gotcha. So you walk him around the
First of all,
neighborhood.
he
Because he's
said,
your dog too.
he said, that's
You
why
want another one.
He said, that's why we have kids. And then he says,
Ouch.
I've got
So he
Brescia.
kinda-
I've got
And
Shane?
Constance.
Kind of lumped you in there with the
Riley?
That's an interesting.
Sounds like another pet peeve to me.
Love your kid.
Keep going with your peeves, babe.
Peeve on.
Peeve on.
Come on, you little peever.
Whoa. Hey, guys. All right, cool.
Peever.
Now that's P.
No, that's P. She pushing P over here.
Pushing P. Go ahead.
Okay, and so my other pet peeve is this is a serious one. This is we go back and forth with the fact that he gets to talk to me out of his emotion, but I must talk to him with mindfulness of my emotion.
Wow.
So that's a really big one. Was you gonna say
Wow.
that one?
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So like when I talk to him, like if say we're having a spirited conversation,
Discussion.
compliments of the Colemans, a spirited conversation. If I'm in high spirits, I must come low. Because if I come at him like, babe, it's like, who you talking to?
Right.
But if he's talking to, because he's frustrated, he's like, but the reason I'm coming at you like that is because I've had to say,
This is my
if
50th
if
time
it's
saying it.
procrastination, it's we've been talking about procrastination for years. So now I'm justified in coming to you with high spirits.
I think one is triggered and the other is just a conversation. So one is all the way up here because, okay, I've said it, this like she said, 12 years now, right? And then the other one is an introduction to something new. Does that make sense?
But I might be triggered by my emotion. So does it matter whether you're triggered by years of repetition and I'm triggered by my emotion?
That's a real thing.
Yeah. So
That's a real thing.
that's a pet peeve of mine that not that I like, okay, well, you get to yell at me. It's not that, but the fact that I have to be so mindful, but he doesn't have to be as equally as mindful.
I wouldn't say that I'm not equally as mindful because I'm the type of guy where I own my stuff.
You do.
So if you're bringing something to me that's valid and that is, if it's something that I've repetitively done and I'm constantly doing this, then I'm going to be like, oh, shoot, I'm the weak link. And I'm going to address that.
So you use the word valid, though. So are you validating what she feels necessary to be valid?
When I say valid, I'm talking about something that's new and something that we've habitually gone through. Does that make sense?
So does that validation, does she feel the same way concerning that? That's what I'm asking. Because when you said if she brings something valid to me,
and
So
when
who
it again,
validates?
she feels,
Who
I just defined the validation because in context of what we're talking about here, the validation is being spirited when you come at someone, right? So for me, if you're coming to me with something that you hadn't had to come at me about and you're spirited about me, there's no validation for you being
so
spirited.
when we saying
about
spirited, we mean high tone.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Disrespectful.
aggressive. So we're talking about disrespectful.
Aggression.
Disrespectful.
Aggressive.
Okay.
Little loud.
Aggressiveness.
Aggressiveness, disrespectful. Yeah, not on the introduction of a problem, but if it's something that we've constantly had to go over, and it's like, doggone it, here we go again. That brings about a level of frustration. All of it is wrong, and I'm not saying that I'm right in it. That I call myself in moments like that, you may get a reaction out of me more than a response out of me.
Right, absolutely.
Which ain't necessarily the right way. And I own that. But what I'm saying is it's something that I'm constantly working on because I've constantly been dealing with it and the enemy in that situation hadn't evolved or changed. It's been the same thing consistently for years. Pet peeve. So now when you guys say your pet peeves, you now have a full understanding of what I'm talking about concerning what a pet peeve is.
And I have
so again,
understanding.
do not polish it.
Hey man, nobody polishing
Expect the same level of energy.
You don't have to worry about me polishing anything.
when you're up.
Brian.
And I know when it's polished, nigga.
Ain't none of that joking going on today. All this I'm gonna hit you with a joke
He up here
first.
trying to Montel Williams. You already know Montel Williams. This nigga trying to Montel Williams me.
We ain't
I know
doing
what I'm
that.
saying.
All right, we got it.
He was just trying to make sure our audience.
Man, I was just pushing.
No, he wasn't, man. Nah,
The
bro.
audience was up to
Come
Come on in, Kobe. Come on, Kobe.
So Amy, would you like to go first, or would you?
No, go ahead.
Y'all crazy.
She said, "Nah, go ahead."
No, go ahead. No,
No,
well,
go
it's
ahead.
kind of a ladies first thing.
We're double dutching.
No, it's not. Ant went first. Constance went second. Now it's your turn.
Well, I said between us, it's a ladies first.
Booyah.
Ooh,
So
look
my-
at that.
So this is you. I got it. Where you want me to start with my pet peeve? I got a list of them.
Oh, man.
Well, I
Gosh.
I might have an equally long list.
Now that's the thing.
So go ahead.
That's
the thing.
fine.
So go ahead. You want to go one for one?
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Let's do
Oh, we
it.
doing pity pet
So
peeve.
yeah, so Jason, anytime I come to him and want to just vent, and I don't want him to really talk, I want to vent, and I just want to get it, just vent. I may want to say 20 cuss words and then just be done with it. He got to go in and analyze everything I said and then tell me where I always went wrong in every situation. Every situation, I'm always wrong in it.
Wow.
He never.
Always.
Wow.
Yeah, most of the time. Anytime I come to you and vent about anything, I am always the one. And then it leads to an argument. So then I don't even know why I even continue to vent to him. But I keep doing it. So evidently I'm a glutton for punishment.
Oh, wow. Jay.
That's your one.
That's one.
Here's my one.
Is that it?
They're going 1 for 1.
Well, so since you brought that up, my pet peeve for you is to stop dealing in emotion so much. Amy is, I just feel like process first. Learn to process things before you react. Amy is a reactor. Then she processes. So the reason I do that, what I do with her, is because I know she's reacted off of emotion. So what I have to do is bring the logic back to the situation so that she understands clearly the other side of the fence. There's always two sides to things. If we only react based on what happens to us, then we never actually fully grasp why it happened.
Right.
My thing is if there's an issue or a problem, there's always a solution to the problem. Let's start dealing in the solution instead of dealing and dwelling in the problem.
So
Well,
Jay, now you know I heard a specific word that I just kind of want to ask about. The word logic. You kind of made it sound like she's lacking in logic when she deals with
I think a lot of
emotions.
times when you deal in emotions, you do lack in logic because you're only seeing it from one point of view.
When
Do
you're,
you-
when
do
you're
you feel
reacting
like-
versus responding.
Right.
But do you feel like she would not come to that same conclusion after she has kind of processed her emotion? Do you feel like the reason why she comes to the logical space is because of you, or because she just now had time to like, okay, I'm off my emotion, you know, because it may just be how she's built. Amy is a lot of woman. She has a very big personality, which means she deals with a lot of different personalities, and for a big personality to have to deal with so many, that's like combustible.
I love the way you came for your sister.
I love it
because
too.
my bros didn't come for me that way.
Right? No. Well, sis, I love it too.
No.
But let's get back to the nitty gritty. So here's the thing. I am her logic a lot of times because Amy has a circle of people that she deals with. They're wonderful people. They love her very much, but they want to tell her what she wants to hear.
No, they don't.
So
But in the height of emotion, because
don't.
she's talking about just the moment when she wants to vent. She's not
Yeah.
saying in conversation because she has talked to us, the ladies. She's talked to us about, you know, how she comes to you for different guidance and stuff like that. But there is a certain time where we just want to
just need to
be.
get it out.
Yeah.
I don't need you to
Right. I don't
counsel
need you
the
to fix
situation.
it.
Right.
I don't need you to counsel it. I just want to say, this bitch get on my motherfucking nerves, and this is why.
Yeah.
And I just want you to go just ride that ride with me.
And I do.
No, you don't.
On that type of stuff.
No, you don't.
But when,
So if I say something like that, if I say, you know, like I'm just venting, I don't want to answer. I don't want to know where I went wrong in the situation.
Yeah.
I don't want to know nothing. I just want to vent, and then you know
we can talk wisdom.
we can talk wisdom when I feel like talking about wisdom. Right now, I just want to be in ignorance. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy I'm on. I'm feeling ignorant.
Yeah.
I can't believe this happened. A, B, C. You get what I'm saying? You know, and then I'm just telling him what happened. I'm sorry. I'm just telling him what happened, and but he never just ride with me like that.
Never's a very strong word.
He never rides with me like that. He always
Double down on never.
Double down.
No, it was definitely,
Yeah.
it was definitely a double
I mean,
down.
you-
Double down
Would
on
it
never.
help if at the
just
beginning of
want
the
him to.
conversation you go, I just need you
vent.
to listen.
Yeah.
I need you to vent.
It would help.
I should. Okay, so I shouldn't have to say that because I just want him to know that right now, if I'm dealing in emotion, I'm not really going to the logic part. If I come to you and be like, this is the situation I'm having, what do you think I should do? Like, what's your opinion about the
If I ask
situation?
for it.
If I ask for the situation, but a lot of times I'm talking the way I'm talking. Like it's not a question.
Yeah.
It is literally just me venting about like whatever it is.
Right.
And then once I vent about it, usually I'm done with it and we can move on. And then if I say, you know, so what do I need to do about this situation? Or what do you think I should do? That's when I need that. But I am always wrong in the story. I promise you.
No,
I am
no,
always
no.
wrong.
No,
You did this wrong. You did that wrong.
I do
should've
not
been-
do that. Please do not put that narrative out there. What I do try
Well,
to get my
if
wife
she
to understand
feels that way,
Brian,
how can we argue how she feels,
Brian,
though?
we're gonna
Because
argue.
that's her
Montel
perspective.
Williams.
I'm going to argue
That's her
it.
perspective. perspective.
I'm going to argue it because
Freaking
at the end of the
Montel.
day, that's not how it goes.
I'm just saying, you see a look on her face, bro.
My wife is a lot of times I don't make her feel like she's wrong. I just try to get her to see the other side. That's
I
it.
like how you said
Who cares
that.
about the other side?
We care about it because
I
at the
don't.
end of the day, there are other people involved
Yeah, but
that
I'm just
affect you.
venting.
Yeah.
I'm just venting. That's it.
So when you
it's
get a
nothing
text
else.
message that says, "This is what I'm about to do. This is final. I just wanted to let you know." What?
I was gonna do it behind your back.
Right. So what am I supposed to
Wow.
do with that?
Would that be the payback from 20 years ago?
Right.
Hey,
Right, you just go. You
remember
just
that
go. I said so. So now look, it is in a text message. So I immediately now I have to pick up the phone and we have to have a conversation.
Like, what?
Now I'm like, what are you? Whoa!
Before you
What's
do anything
going
rash.
on?
Let's not do anything
Why are we
rash
about to
here.
jump off the bridge?
But that wasn't that had nothing to do with the other. I am saying when I am venting to you, that was a text message you received from me. Like that was like really.
But
like,
it was an emotion.
It was like it
was
this
in
is what's
emotion.
going on. I don't feel like talking about it, and you
Right,
don't really
and
have to
you
call
don't
me
even
back.
have to call me.
You
This
don't
is
really
a
have
done
to call me. I just
deal.
wanted to
This
send
is
a text.
final.
Done
That was
Right.
it. Yeah, this is a done deal.
So
I've
I'm
already
not
made up my
supposed to. I'm just
mind.
supposed to be like,
You just lay back.
okay. I'm just going to let this see how this plays out. No, the protector in me
I'm just
won't
gonna-
allow that.
I'm gonna see how this plays
Right,
out.
I'm just going to sit back and just let this happen.
Right.
No,
You
that's
should.
not going to
Are
happen
you
like
talking
that.
about affecting our income?
Right? Are you serious? So, I get it, and I do have to work on because I'm a fixer. So if there's a problem, I don't even want to talk too much about it. Let's go ahead and start working on the solution.
Yeah.
I do have to turn that off sometimes and most definitely be a lot more patient with your venting. But there's a lot of venting, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of venting.
So this is the thing. If you let me vent, the vent wouldn't go on so long.
Right.
It would
When
not
he's
go
so, when
on
he's
so
so pressed,
long.
that means she's
I'm
holding
talking
the
about
pressure.
one
The
vent.
vent. No. When
Talk about
he's
daily vents.
I do have daily vents. If you look, I don't put all my venting on you. I spread it amongst all my people.
That's even worse.
But because everything irritates me. Everything
So
is
much.
very irritating.
Oh, my
People are
God.
irritating.
She
They
sees that.
irritate this.
I love Amy.
They irritate me so bad sometimes. I just be wanting to be like, wow, headbutt everybody.
You want to do some head button?
I do, because
Next
people
pet peeve,
get on
please.
my nerves.
What's your next
But,
pet peeve?
No, I'm not going to go through all my pet peeves. We're going to stick on this one. This is the
We
problem.
cannot stick on this because
I
we have a
just
whole
want-
other couple.
Okay, and then I'm going to be done after I say what I say.
Well, I have several.
Okay, well, you're going to have to get them out in the next episode,
No,
part
we're
2 of
not.
pet peeves. So
You
another
can't just
thing.
take over the whole pet
Excuse
peeve
me.
section.
Okay, shh. Hold off. Then this is my other problem with Jason. He doesn't like for me to talk. So then he cuts me off.
Uh-oh.
So now when the middle of me venting, I'm quiet.
So in the middle of your vent, you're quiet.
You're quiet.
Yeah, because
And then
he
he's asking
cuts
you
me
what's
off.
wrong.
Then he cuts
Jay,
me
it's
off.
getting deep.
Yeah, then he cuts me off. He gives me all his solutions that I didn't ask for.
Okay.
And then, so now my venting, I shut up during that moment, but I never got out everything I wanted to
Right,
say.
so-
So like maybe like about 2-3 hours later, I have to come back
Wow.
and finish my vent. So
Wow.
it seems like it's a lot of venting, but it's still the same vent because he cut me off. And then he says, you don't have to say that again. You wasting words, Amy.
I haven't said that in years.
Wow.
That was my favorite
Hey, did you
phrase
hear
at
the,
one point in my
the
life.
silence that kind of fell over?
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
Listen,
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not, chattery battery over there.
So then,
I've asked them.
The battery chattery guy, Montel Williams
let
over
me
there.
interject moments.
Montel George,
Because
how
I
we
want
do
the
it.
people
Jay's
to
trying
know-
interject on her vent right, now.
Right,
I said, let me
because
interject.
I have to defend myself.
You don't.
I have not said you're wasting words in years.
Yeah, I've got some defending to do myself. I can't wait till you guys are done.
and that's all. That's all I have to say. You can go ahead and now.
Go ahead, Jay.
Now I feel like if I do put my pet peeves out. Now I'm some type of abusive husband.
No, you're not at all.
Because
Blank if you're
We said so many times before this episode how much we are in love with our husbands.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
we're like
Love ain't got
years
nothing to do with
in.
this.
You have more pet peeves, though.
well, it's a couple of them. One,
The venting.
the venting is well, the emotions.
The emotion. Okay.
The emotions is my thing. Is like Amy is very, and she just said it to you guys. If you heard her loud and clear, that everybody gets on her nerves. Only an emotional person can feel that way.
Yo,
Everybody
as well.
is at least once a day that each person in this room and every other room in the nation gets on her nerves.
Wow.
Saying hello.
Why she say hello like that?
Why is she so loud while she's saying hello?
That's not true.
I can't hear her. She's always talking and whispering. All of
always
this
talking and whispering.
is emotional to me, and that's a big pet peeve of mine.
that's a lot, Jay.
Yeah, just you
You're
don't
dealing
have
with
to
a lot
be
right there, dog.
You don't have to be so emotional and moody
And moody.
And moody.
and moody. We're gonna add that one to it as
Right.
well. But no, for real, one of my biggest pet peeves with my wife is she's not nasty, but she's messy. Like Amy,
Explain that.
Amy, so she's not like a nasty, disgusting person, but she'll come in the room in the garage where we all come in the house and just put her bag in the middle of the door, computer in it and all. So when you come in the house, you tripping and falling over stuff, breaking ankles and necks. It's to a point now where everybody in the house just kind of knows how to move around her stuff. You know what I mean? That is like a huge pet peeve of mine. Babe, put your stuff up. Just listen, you could put it on the wall over here. Why does it have to be directly in the middle of the floor?
Right.
We walk through here. I don't understand it. It is a huge pet peeve of mine, and I'm always moving. And I have a chair. Like I have a chair. So this is my chair. Whenever I sit down in the kitchen, this is my chair. Everybody know. I know it's weird, but the TV's right here. I sit in
your
this chair.
chair.
That's my
Okay.
chair. I think she purposely puts her
I
stuff
do not do.
in my chair. Every single day. I come in.
It's not on the floor anymore.
Well,
on
it's
his
another
chair.
bag on the floor. There's one on the floor. And then there's another one in my chair.
So the computer bag on the floor, the
And
person
a
in
person
the
in
chair.
the chair.
Gotcha.
That's how it works. So it's like pet peeves. Why not just put things where they belong? Please do that. Another pet peeve of mine.
Jay unloaded.
Yeah.
Jay unloaded.
Hold on.
Jay unloaded.
It's just a couple
Get her, Jay.
He said just a couple things.
just a few things that I don't have to understand about you. I don't understand. Learn people's names,
Oh,
including our children.
wait, man.
What do you mean?
She never calls the right child's name.
It is a thing.
Andrew doesn't live here. He don't even live here anymore. Why are you? And it's to the point now where our children respond.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ma, I know what you meant.
It's
What's
a
up?
thing for
What's up, Mom?
moms. It's a
What's up,
mom
Mom?
thing.
Just take the time out. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. And just remember their name.
Right.
If you just slow down for a second, the right name will come to you.
Yo, Jay.
B, if you just take one extra second,
Just a pause.
just a pause. Jaden.
Who am I about to call before I call?
Right. So she'll be looking dead at me. You know what? I need to get my keys from downstairs. Andrew! You mean Jaden? Because Andrew doesn't live here anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he know who I'm talking to. No, he doesn't.
He's looking for his
He's
brother
looking
too.
for his brother. His brother just surprised us and came through the door. He coming down excited. Drew's here. No, she was calling you, son. She was calling you. Just take the time out, slow down, and just relax. Like it all kind of ties together. Just slow down a little bit. We ain't gotta always be in a rush. Just take your time and think things through. And that goes with the emotion. That goes with the name calling. That goes with the dropping your stuff in the middle of the floor. It's just called slowing down. Just thinking it through. Processing.
Totally sounds like Jaden.
That's
right
all
now.
it is. Just process it. Process it. Amy sits in the car when she gets off work. And I know a lot of women do this.
Yeah, Constance do it.
Yeah.
Get out the
That-
dang car.
Get out the car.
He always send
do
me a
the same
text
thing.
message. Get out of the car.
Why? She sits in the car, right? I get it. And none of that time where you're sitting in the car, have you processed what you're about to do when you come in through the door?
Oh man.
I mean, like, you've had 20 minutes. You might have ate a meal out there. You've had a whole conversation. All of this is
Or
going
talking
on
to the same person that you're going to talk to once you get in the
in the
house.
house. Her sister or sisters.
Well, they be on there. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So they
Jay.
come in the house and it's immediate. So
Sister
in none
love
of
is
that
the
time
best.
where you were sitting in the car, could you have said, okay, I'm gonna put my bag on the banister. I'm gonna take the purse and I'm gonna put it next to on the wall instead of in the middle of the floor or in Jason's chair
Or in Jason's chair.
or in his chair.
Right.
None of that. And
It's a
then
big deal.
and then if I ask about it,
Uh-oh.
automatic irritation. Hey babe, you think you can stop? I almost broke my neck today. You think you can stop putting
But do you
the bag in the middle of the floor?
Do you think he said it in that manner? Do anybody know Jason?
No. 9 times out of 10, I just pick the bag up.
comes from people.
So hold on, back to what you just said.
Irritation comes from
What you were
people.
just saying. What you were just saying a little earlier.
What's that?
You can't get that anymore because it's happened for the last 20 years of our marriage. So now that
It's a trigger.
highly spirited.
It's not a conversation anymore. This is a trigger because
Is it really a trigger?
it's a big trigger
Because
because
I
we've
just
been
broke my
going through
neck.
this for 12 years. I understand your frustration when I was smoking weed back in my 20s.
Right.
I'm 41 years old now.
Yeah, it's there.
So it's like, yeah,
trigger.
So yeah, I get it.
So again, here's the thing. I'm only thing I'm asking. It doesn't become highly spirited until I snub my big toe on it. That's when it becomes highly spirited because now I'm drove to anger because something on my body is hurting because of something that you did after I told you 20,000 times.
I get it.
So please stop doing it.
Wow.
I get that.
Those are my pet peeves.
I get that.
Jags
And-
peeves is
and-
peeving.
Yeah, those are good. I wanted to just circle back.
What you circling?
I wanted to circle back,
to?
because my wife said something that is partially true, and it's not all the way true.
Okay.
Okay. So if you take me out the house is a mess. Okay. Constance is good because of her father at the basic cleanliness of a home. I make up the bed. I iron the clothes, vacuum, clean the kitchen. Those were things that her father literally had on a list on the refrigerator. And because she has 18 siblings, each day of the month, there was something for someone, right? I'm being facetious,
Right.
but there were a lot of them, right? This night was kitchen night for Constance. This night was bathroom night for Constance. This night, every day, somebody has something to do. So she's regimented in that way, right? But one, she doesn't clean better than me.
Now I can tell you he's TTG when it comes to cleaning.
Hello?
His mother was
Was
very,
that a
very
part
big
of the
about that.
peeving?
No, because you said, I want the house clean, but I contribute to the mess, right? What I'm saying is, if you take me out of the equation, our 3-year-old house looks like it's 12.
Oh,
What?
that's not true.
Oh my
That is
God.
the absolute truth.
That's a strong statement.
That's the absolute
That's
truth.
not true.
You don't even think about the things that I think about.
That you
We're
are
getting ready to go on a cruise.
you are detailed
My
minded.
mind is, I need to get this carpet clean because we've been in this house 3 years. It's never been cleaned. I need to get this carpet clean so when we come back to almost a brand new home, right? I think like that. You don't think like that. So it's like, don't just jump it off like I contribute to the mess. The beams outside, the what do you call those stuff that looks like algae that builds up on the house?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Algae.
Algae.
Is it algae?
It is algae.
I'm like, but where does it come from? There's no trees or anything.
It's the
Moisture.
dirt. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
dirt,
Moisture and
the
dirt.
Well,
rain.
I'm the one who considers that, oh man, our gutters are dirty. We need to clean these. Not that they're dirty on the inside, but aesthetically, when I come home and I look at the home, I'm looking for very specific things because it's my job to make sure those things are done.
You're great. You're definitely detail.
But you didn't say that. But you didn't say that.
We
You
were
said I
talking
contribute
about-
to the
So you
mess.
didn't like the fact
No,
that
no,
you
no.
said
So you don't like
contribute
her
to the
peeve.
mess.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that
It's
because
still
it's not
her
true.
peeve.
Oh, okay, I get it, but it's inaccurate because come on, you got me out.
These are some interesting roles. that
Wait a
we-
minute. Let me go back because it's her pet peeves.
Mm-hmm.
And how's it inaccurate? That's just your opinion that it's inaccurate. It's not a fact that it's
fact.
inaccurate.
It's a definite fact that it's inaccurate. It's an unjustified. It's an unjustified pet
Mind your
peeve.
business.
Now, no, she's good.
Mind your
This is-
business.
This is good. It makes good TV. So, no, please
I'm
bring it
just
on.
playing.
But honestly, you
have your own
even
problems.
if you
James.
look at, I would
James.
like for her to expound off what I said my pet peeves were, which is why I'm doing this. So when I'm done, please. Tell me
Also,
what
this
you
is
got.
a stating pet peeves and then giving explanations.
Exactly.
That's what
That's what this show is
That's
about.
not what this was.
Peeves
I
are
think we should
peeves.
toss it to the lane.
Lanes,
It is
right.
most definitely on the
Yeah,
list.
I think that would be wise.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why do I have to go in on the fact? I agree with you. Like yes, you have talked to me about being late, and today was a new day, and you didn't have to talk about it. Period.
What's
what
the
else?
movie? What's
what
the
else
movie
is there to
where
talk
every
about?
day is like the same day?
Groundhog Day.
51st
No,
dates.
not Groundhog Day. It's the
51st
one with
Dates.
Tom
51st
Cruise.
dates.
Oh no. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
he
Is it
died like
Minority?
100
Is it not Minority Report?
One of the that's what it's
Might
like
be
for me
Minority Report.
because if you look at the big three, one is always connected to the other. So it's like you want me to be excited about today when the thing that I'm looking for starts with the C. What is it?
Consistency.
Consistency. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool. I've been trained to
My other pet peeve is his training automatically becomes how everyone should think.
Wow.
Go to the lane.
Wow. That's deep.
let's go to the lanes.
Talk to the lanes.
That's deep.
So Mocha,
Brian,
what are your pet peeves?
Who's going
go first, Brian.
Hey, man. Okay, stop slapping.
Let me guess.
What's your
Brian,
pet peeve?
my pet peeve is that you wiggle
His
your
list.
toes.
I'm sure he has a list.
Say something stupid.
My pet peeve is just she's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta look at that every day. So it just... No, what my pet peeve, one of my pet peeves with my wife is the fact that she takes a victim mentality with everything. Everything that we get into is always, I'm always wrong.
Always.
Always wrong. My wife turns into the victim of the century in any confrontation we have. Meaning, I don't care what has happened. We've gotten into a qualm.
Oh man.
Suddenly, it's you. It's nothing concerning her. To the point, it made me feel like, yo, is she perfect?
I think most women do that though.
Like
It
women
is
think
most
they
definitely an
perfect.
amen corner over here.
I think most women do that.
Yeah,
See,
we
that's
all.
the thing. Like, so now I'm trying to think. Like,
I don't take a okay.
no, my wife. No,
Like-
seriously, my wife literally, and I know you would agree. Anytime we get into anything, she made me feel like the bad guy. She made me feel like I got issues.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you got
That's that psychology degree. Boy.
Because I be so wrong all the time. I'm the one who's aggressive. I'm the one who
Mocha,
don't talk correct. I'm the one who.
No.
Know what I mean?
You don't talk right.
See,
You don't talk correct.
Here it is. We're back.
Pet peeve. My pet peeve.
We're
There we
back.
go. She
Is-
just took your pet
he
peeve
does
corner.
not like the way he talks. Like we've talked about this before on another episode. He does not talk the way he needs to talk to me.
So you're a victim.
I'm just saying, every single time, any type of circumstance, it could be the smallest thing to the biggest thing. It's gonna always have the same tone. He don't differentiate his tonage.
His tonage.
And it's triggering. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been our relationship.
So you
and
have
we
an issue with how I
always
talk.
we always end up in the same arguments over that
here we go.
same thing. That's why I take that's why I be like, well, because I'm like, I wouldn't have felt any type of way about the response.
She's doing it.
Had you not said this to me like this.
I agree with Mocha. Go ahead. Because tone is a big thing.
Problem is
a big
tone
thing.
Was
is
that
a
not
perception.
one of my pet peeves? I said he wants me to deliver it
You're right.
in a way.
Listen.
So it seems like there is a consistency
But the thing
tone.
is this, though,
amongst the
because
women and the men.
even with her though, her tone is just as horrible. You yell at everything.
right.
Are you not yelling? Are you about to yell right now? Go. 10, 3, 2, 1.
Anyway, I don't yell at everything, but you
Your
know,
face be all messed up.
my face will be messed up because.
Mocha's a loud talker.
But he will like
She
the
is.
thing is
For as long as I've known her,
another pet
she
peeve
talks loud.
is I hate when he says calm down or he say relax, and I could just be like talking regular, you know. I'll be like,
I'm gonna call you by
are
your government name.
He'd be like, hey, are we gonna do you know? Or it could be just this tone. Hey, he'd be like, relax, calm down. And I will instantly get pissed because I'm like, I am
Because she's
not
the victim.
turned up here.
She's the
I am
victim.
talking to you regular. He
Right.
calm down, relax.
Maybe he sees the writing on
I
the
cannot stand that. And he's been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time he do it, I instantly go to the roof.
Now he's really gonna
And
do
then
it.
he be mad. Then now he mad. You know what I'm saying?
But what are you mad at? Because you're the one with the tone. So I give you what you give, and then you get mad because I gave what you gave. Like if I come to you and I yell at you, I'm expecting you to yell back at me. I'm not surprised.
No,
Right.
listen, it's
You
just,
are
it's just-
surprised.
it's
I'm
just-
not surprised.
You
I'm
yell
giving.
first every time, and then you'll say,
No.
why are you yelling?
I don't yell.
Because you started yelling.
I yell in response.
She's a responsive yeller.
Now, anybody who knows us, I could call my children right now.
Call him.
I can call them right now.
Call 'em.
And they will instantly say,
So you need a
Mom
line.
is the yellow.
Open the lines up.
Lifeline. He needs a lifeline. Make a call.
Open up the
Make a call, Jay.
Make a call, Jay.
Make a call, Jay. Put it on
Who
speaker.
starts the fights in our family?
Make a call, Jay.
Who starts the fight?
I start
It
the
makes
fight.
good TV.
Who starts the fight?
Are you saying I start him?
I'm sorry, it's the lanes.
Right.
Hey, it's cool, but
We're not
obviously-
about to
we're
intersect
not-
their
is,
segment.
Yeah, we
TV.
do have pet peeves, but our pet peeves obviously aren't as big as y'all's. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe because
You just named a pet peeve that was
just saying.
consistent with
everybody.
I just say.
Well,
Another pet
level of-
peeve. Another pet peeve.
Yeah, let's keep them going.
I cannot when it's my time of the month,
Oh.
okay? And I want to be like we all know as females when it's our time of the month, our hormones
Oh
shift.
my gosh.
Very much so.
We're sometimes completely just like we could
Babe.
be one way and then another way, like legitly. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like my pet peeve is let me have my moment by myself. I don't need you to be on your time of the month too.
Why do you gotta match energy?
I don't
So
need
what you're
that.
saying is, I can't wait to say this. So what you're
You do
saying
not need to
is,
match energy.
Hold
Brian
on.
Christopher is on his period with you,
Absolutely.
synonymously.
Yeah.
Nah.
Is that what you're saying?
What she said.
I can't stand it.
Wow, I didn't know that about my brother.
No, he's moody. He's moody too.
Get on your psycho.
What she's saying is, what she's
Go
saying
ahead, B.
is,
I want to hear what you're going
He's
to say.
trying to say what she's saying after she said it.
we're equally yoked. So wherever she is, I am.
So when she bleeds, you bleed. She bleeds, you bleed.
Well, let me tell you. Let me say what she said. That
That's
was
what you're
key.
saying in front of all of our comment section.
Hey, she said something very key. She said, "Let me have my moment alone."
Alone.
The difference
So you
between
want to be left
Amy,
alone on your period.
No, Amy
No,
doesn't.
I want he already the thing is we are
She wants me around.
we are into like he know
Uh-huh.
he does
that is happening. And when he knows when it's happening, he like, he know there's a shift, all of that.
You're
But
constantly shifting.
He
The whole house
follows
knows.
suit with that. Like he just like, well, I
you're getting
guess
on
we're
my nerves.
upset.
Yeah, 'cause you're getting on my
I
nerves.
guess we're moody. I
getting
guess
on my
we're
nerves.
no, we're not.
Yeah,
I am
you're getting on my
me.
nerves.
I don't want to be accountable to what I feel like in this time. Don't make me feel
She
like I
doesn't
gotta be
want-
like,
hold
oh,
on.
I'm sorry, babe.
She doesn't want to take
I'm sorry, I feel
accountability
like crap,
for how
but
she is.
Not
That
right now. I
sounds familiar.
don't. No.
There's no accountability. You just said it
No,
yourself.
I want to be moody
By yourself.
by myself.
Thank you.
And I want it to
So
be
clarify
all right.
by yourself, though.
I totally
hold on,
agree.
hold on. Clarify by
Amen
yourself.
section over here.
No. Hold on. Let's clarify by yourself.
Kill your phone.
Does that mean you want a moment alone?
No.
Oh, you're saying you just don't want him to join you.
I don't want
Right.
him to join me.
Like with the energy.
And then,
No, what she's
and then
saying
make
is-
me, feel like, this
Well, listen, if you shift
attitude.
it's a problem, though.
You know what?
No, the problem is-
It's called,
I don't have time
it's
for
called
this.
reciprocation.
All it is.
I don't want that. Don't
No,
give
no,
me
no.
that.
You
'cause
gotta
I'm
understand.
already in a mode.
I understand you in the mode, but you got to understand when you shift the energy of the household, and that's what that is with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you go, I go. Because that's how we are. We in sync. Now, any other time we in sync, any other time we dancing, because that's what we call it.
We dance.
We dance. Any other time we dancing, you straight. Right?
Yeah.
So suddenly,
Those
I'm
are my
supposed
peeves. Are those not pet peeves?
Those are yours.
Those are your pet peeves.
You good.
Those are my pet peeves.
Yeah, you good. Well, yeah,
Can't
it is
stand
what it is. I love you.
So we
that's
shouldn't,
a-
we shouldn't, we
Similarities.
shouldn't elaborate on the pet peeves. Is what we're saying.
No, we can dive in. I mean, I know we don't have a lot of
55
time.
minutes.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of
Already-
time.
See, she didn't even listen. I already said my pet peeve.
You said one. That's that it?
Well, another one.
Uh.
No. Another one is the fact that you can't have two messy people in the house. That's our problem. That's a big
That's
problem
a
here.
horrible problem for us.
We can't both be messy.
We need a maid.
Listen,
And let's just hire someone.
that get on my nerves.
Well, I don't believe that
get
I'm
on
a
my
messy
nerves.
person.
Yeah, me neither.
I think I just give up sometimes.
Nah.
Me neither. I think
nah.
now here's the thing. When I come home from work, I may take off my clothes and leave them there.
What?
But I'm not going to bed like that. Before I go to bed, I'm not all the time.
No,
okay?
that's not
Now
it.
here's the thing. You've been to my house.
We're both messy.
You've
That's
been to
what
my
it is.
house,
We're
right?
both messy.
That's
I
right.
will.
Brian has been to my house and
has.
has seen me go in my closet,
Oh,
look
my
at my closet, say this is a mess, and to make sure I clean it, I'll take everything
out.
down and throw it on the floor.
I've watched him obsessively, compulsively
Compulsive, obsessive,
wreck his closet.
to put it back together,
Hold
right?
on. But before the together came back,
Mm-hmm.
there was a tirade of mental anguish.
Right. I can't function in this mess.
It was a strange ordeal.
Right. Right.
You're a weirdo.
Right.
And I did
And
witness
Constance is
it.
just like,
So, but what I'm saying is, I'm glad that you said that, and I don't feel weird. But what I'm saying is, to be to that extreme, and that doesn't contribute to the mess.
Ooh.
Sounds like OCD, doesn't it?
Ooh.
So you said Amy's not nasty, but
messy.
she is messy.
she's messy.
I said he likes a clean house,
I do.
but he contributes to it being messy.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear a distinction? Or let me make the distinction. I'm not saying that he'll pee all over the floor, but he might leave a couple of speckles on the seat.
You mean he tinkles?
Like a
And
toddler.
I'm not saying
She means
that he
when
doesn't
the
fold
water,
his
when the
clothes.
pee hits the water, it bounces up.
I'm not saying that he doesn't
not what she
not
means.
fold his clothes. I'm just saying
Now we could do that
That-
both ways. We can.
No.
I don't
She's
know.
already
Wait a minute. Let me see.
But the
Why
thing-
why is all of this so triggering?
It's so
We're
triggering.
supposed to take it. Your pet peeve, y'all pet peeves, we're supposed to take it and be like, yeah, babe, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna get better at it. We're gonna come up with a plan for
I've
me to
already
be
said I was
better.
gonna get
We're gonna come up with a plan. We're gonna come up with a plan and I'm gonna work on it. But when we
said I was
say
gonna get
something, it's so triggering to where y'all get so irritated.
And defensive, you gotta
And
explain it
defensive, and y'all gotta, and now you're on your phone.
No, Shane is
Oh,
texting me.
yeah.
No, look, Shane,
I want to hear what they gotta say. Let me get my phone.
Shane is texting me. Blah 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 blah.
blah, blah.
And so all these pet peeves, they're just pet peeves. It's just stuff that we.
this is pet peeves
Yeah.
to me are literally things I know about.
Yeah.
Like I know about him. They're really things that you have just come to accept along with who he is. So
What takes
but
it beyond
you-
being a peeve into what's the next level after pet peeve?
Problem.
No problem.
We push P.
So
Peeve to
now here's the
problem.
thing.
Anger.
Constance has voiced something, and because of how I'm built, I'll be mindful of it, and there'll be an immediate adjustment because I'm petty like that.
But does it get noticed?
So yes,
Does it really happen?
Yeah, most of the time,
Absolutely.
most of the time, Anthony he will be accountable to his behavior,
Right.
And he, like he said, because he's like that, so he'll be like, I mean, no, because the last time you said this, yeah, I immediately did this, that, because he wants to refer back to it,
Right.
So, but on the other hand,
That's
there
the
are
pettiness.
certain things. There are certain things that he does
should do that.
or that I have brought up that it's just an ongoing situation. And not that he's going around, just raising his voice all the time, but there are, even when sometimes I purposely, because I'm like that, I purposely give him what he gives me. So I might talk to him just the way he talked to me. And then he'll be like, who you talking to?
First of all,
And I say, no, don't inject.
Go ahead.
Don't inject.
Go ahead.
So then when I give him that, then I say, babes, like, what's the problem? Because when you talk to me like that, it's not a problem. So what do you, like, what's the problem? You need to watch how you talk, because no, it's not like. So now there's all this explanation when I'm intentionally, there might be certain ways, certain times that he says, he talks to me a certain way. And I'm like, noted.
Yep.
Because we doing that now.
Yep.
We doing that now.
And
We can do
right,
that. So
right.
you can
What
talk to
she's
me
talking
that way.
about is
I
sarcasm.
so agree.
She's
because-
talking about sarcasm. I'm sarcastic.
But
I
when
come from a sarcastic family.
But when
you're sarcastic.
when I'm sarcastic,
You don't come from a sarcastic family.
I don't give a F. I don't give a F because it doesn't matter. Because I come from sarcastic. Because nigga, if I'm married to you, I'm coming from a sarcastic
We are
family.
in a family.
So if I get sarcastic, then you take my sarcasm
Because y'all are
because you
equally
sarcastic
yoked.
with
There it
me.
is.
20 years.
Yeah.
Period.
But when you match energy, that's when they can't handle it.
disrespectful.
Because Jason will raise his voice at me, and then when I raise it back, it's like,
Who
what's
you
wrong?
talking
What's
to?
Right.
No.
It's like, why you raising your voice? Why you getting loud? But you were loud with me. I'm
I
matching
don't
energy.
raise my voice until she does. Here's the thing about me.
It's the voice raise right now.
Amy,
She said this is considered voice
right, I
raise.
did raise my voice because you were raising yours. You were raising yours
I was
first.
passionately talking to
And
my
I passionately
people.
spoke back.
Spiritedly talking to
I
each
was
other.
spirited talking to my people. It wasn't even talking to you. I wasn't yelling at you.
Here's a moment.
True.
Bring it together.
Wait,
So-
is that's something you guys do?
Bring it
Oh,
together.
okay,
No,
what's
well,
that?
I just
Like,
started it just now.
That was interesting.
Silence.
Oh, me.
Bring it together.
That was.
I feel like I'm part of a masonry group.
Microphone. Get together.
Start a new
Listen.
logo.
Amy is a yeller.
Yeah.
Everybody in our home can contribute to this. We all know. It's to a point now where the kids don't even listen. It goes in one ear and out the other. Oh, mom's yelling again. Everybody's just going to retreat to their room and close the door. I am the guy that comes in and I talk to Amy like this. Listen, babe, we need to do this. And she will say, why are you yelling at me?
Because he's
And
not
you're
talking
talking like this.
Amy,
he's
I'm
not
not yelling at
talking
you.
like
that. We're clear,
Well, your
girl.
tone
We're so
is
clear,
aggressive.
Amy.
How is my tone aggressive? I'm literally talking to you like Petty Pendergrass. Teddy P is coming out of me right now.
He said Petty P.
Petty,
I like
Petty P.
Petty P.
I like that.
I'm most definitely
Light a
in
candle.
this mode because I'm recognizing that you don't like to be yelled at. So I'm going to talk very, very like this. But yet and still, she hears yelling.
You know what? I do that too. So, but Constance, because I guess she's used to the sarcasm, she takes it as me being sarcastic. So when I'm like, well, babe, I think what they're trying to say is such and such. I'm really trying to watch my delivery.
That's hard to
That's
do.
not true. That's not true.
It's hard to
That's not true.
distinguish.
No, because, and those of you who know Anthony, you will amen to this. Anthony will try to be calm, try to talk like Teddy P, but there's pauses and twitches and there's
I think I said to him,
hesitation.
it's the facial
And it's like,
expressions.
well, babe, I mean, they probably
Yeah, like you're an
babe.
idiot. That's what it is.
And so that's
You're
why.
talk to her like
That's
I'm
why.
your child, and I'm not your
Exactly.
child.
And that's
So
why.
talk to your kids.
And
like
that's
that.
why-
Screw that. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a doggone minute.
All the head cocks,
Babe.
turns,
Babe. Babe.
extra
Did you
blinks.
buy the steak dinner yet for the cruise?
No.
No, I'm doing. She's sitting there scrolling. Babe, did you buy the thing for the cruise? No. Jay, hey man, so give me more information on this. I just had this whole conversation with your wife. She ain't tell you. No, babe, did Jay had to? Oh yeah, he did say that. Because I'm on the phone with my sister. I'm on the phone with Mocha. I'm on the phone with I'm doing that, and then I'm at work, and then I'm doing this. Hey babe, did you do? Oh babe, it's booked. We can't even do it anymore. Babe,
But at,
what is the
but at what point-
Not gonna
procrastination?
get a steak dinner on the cruise.
Consistency. I am, but I won't be able to do it with them.
But at what point could he say, "Hey Jay, so where I go to on the app so I can."
Right.
I'm not looking at no doggone app. That's my job.
Meanwhile,
She started it.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get the
First of all, I
graduation
took
party
over the
together.
bill. No.
Meanwhile,
wait a minute.
yes, you
I
gave me
took
money
over
for
the
it,
bills.
but
That's it. The buck stops
No,
there.
the thing is sometimes when
Not
you
doing
when
all
you,
that. I'm not tech savvy.
So
But
now
when
we going
you know when you know that there are things that are, you know what I'm saying, that may not get done at certain times, you'd rather be upset about it
Yes.
than
Right,
to
than
do
do
it
it
yourself.
yourself.
you would
First of
rather
all,
say,
no,
"I
no,
told
no.
you to do it, babe, and you didn't do
Yeah.
it," and that's
So
all.
it's
No,
a
I'll say it.
You can't
and
say
I'll
I have
watch
that
her.
problem.
And don't
I
say
handle
nothing.
all
No,
of
watch
that.
this.
You do.
I'll watch her
You do. You
sit
make sure
there
everything
and
happens.
scroll, and I'll just sit there like, babe, because I don't want to say, because she's not a child. I don't want to say, hey, babe, we just got a cold conversation about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
My mind is elsewhere.
Alone.
My mind is
I
elsewhere.
don't patronize her, or I'm not condescending. I'll leave it alone. Now it's to the point where, oh, I'm sorry, babe. She put that in the group chat, didn't she? I'm sorry, babe. You don't even have to say sorry. You could have just did it. You weren't doing. You were not busy.
Neither
Nothing
were
was
you.
happening. I'm not about to. First of all, I hate the fact that I have to use a freaking app to get my haircut. Tavoria. I hate the Valaro app or whatever the heck it is. I don't like techie stuff. Okay, I still use pen and
Sponsorship.
paper.
Yeah, Tavoria. You should probably just have an appointment book.
Yeah, I would love that. But because you don't, I adjust and I do it. In my home, in my place of peace, I don't want to have to do all that. I wasn't on no meeting with no cruise. That's not my lane. You were. You know, what's the lady's name? Yolanda Jokum, or whatever her name is. You know her. You started that process, so you should finish it. Right? We're going on this cruise. I said, okay, babe, let's bless the kid with a cruise. Jay's going. Yeah, let's do it. Paid for. Did I do that part? It's done. Right? So I got to do the other stuff too. Now, we're getting ready to close the show. But we did this. We purposefully did this to show young people that's thinking about getting married.
Listen, is that what this is?
I don't know if this is the way I'm going. In spite of the pet peeves, the fellas, we couldn't even plan a trip to Vegas because I'm like, I don't want to go without my wife.
You did
So,
do that.
Did I what?
You did it.
That was crazy.
Ruined the whole trip.
It was
It
crazy
was stupid
lane,
lane.
ruined the whole trip.
Yeah.
But in spite of the pet peeves, I can't live without this woman.
He's right about that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when he brought the Vegas back up, I said, well, let's go ahead and include the wives this time.
Y'all was tripping.
Well, B,
But I need
maybe
that
we
to
should
be
just
known.
go.
Because here's the thing. Those pet peeves that all of us listed are real pet peeves.
Oh, yeah, it's a real thing.
Ours, in particular, the one that I viewed, the one that I voiced, we're going on 13 years.
Habitual peeves.
We're talking about a peeve that's been habitual.
And there's probably about 10 more.
Right.
That we can add to it.
She talking
We
about
only have an hour.
tinkling on the water, on the seat, tinkles on the seat. Women do that too. I didn't know that till I got married.
Stupid boy.
Women do that too.
And I certainly don't want to embark on the time of the month.
You know what I'm
fiasco.
saying? Ew.
Oh, fiasco.
Right?
Same.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
my pet
anyway,
peeve is that he doesn't embrace the fact that I have to go through more than he does on a regular.
I do embrace it.
Internal.
I do embrace it. I do embrace it.
No, he doesn't. I would like to see. Hey,
Constance wants me to screw her while she's on her period, and I'm not going to do that.
what do
Ew.
you?
Me either.
Brian.
That's a whole nother
Put a
show,
towel
man. We
down.
already know what
Brian is a put a towel down,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's also the guy that thinks he's from the North when he's from the Midwest.
Absolutely.
Look at the
And
map.
believes that
We'll get on that.
Bone
We'll
Thugs
put
and
it on
Harmony
Part the Red
has
Sea is his. We'll never connect on that level.
Part of the Red Sea is not my logo, but you see these seats.
say less.
They read.
Yeah, close the show.
Anyways,
Just stay out of this chair.
the goal of this show. Listen, the goal of this show is that we want it to be transparent. And the last show we was talking about how people are always posting the highlight reels. We wanted to post something that's like, it ain't always peaches and cream. People be like, oh, Pastor Constance, Pastor Anthony, oh my goodness, I want to be like that. It's like, you better hear the whole story.
Please get on
Because
context.
everybody,
We are not.
I don't see myself with another woman because every woman doesn't have the capacity she does to handle me.
These
Right.
are facts.
And vice versa. So I need that to be made known. In spite of everything that I just said, I wouldn't hesitate to jump in front of a bullet. I wouldn't hesitate to change
Right.
for my wife.
Absolutely.
And I don't
Period.
play about mine either.
She don't play about hers either. It may be taking a little longer with the 12 years, but
This fool.
I'm still here. She's still here.
What you're not gonna do is get
show
violent.
out like
You're not gonna
that.
get violent.
Punctuality.
We're not gonna get violent.
CP, what did I used to call it
Yeah.
back in the day? I had a whole name for it. What was it? I think it was like CP.
I don't know.
CPP or something like that. Yeah,
Of course, she's not going to remember.
she remembers. She remembers.
Can't
But-
recall.
But
Can't
the point
recall.
that I'm making
I plead
is,
the fifth.
listen, in spite of all of that, hey, I love my wife, and there's nothing I'm not willing to do, and there's nothing she's not willing to do for me.
Absolutely.
But don't get this false sense of perfection from these couples that are posting the highlight reels of their lives. It is not what they are trying to make it out to be. And I think if you're real about it, it would prevent a lot of divorce because people know from the jump what they're getting themselves
Absolutely.
into.
Yeah.
It's a life of selflessness.
It is.
So if you're a young person out there and you're thinking about getting married, your life is not your own. It's not.
It doesn't belong
When
to
you get married. So you got to make sure that you're willing to be able to do that
and ready
have
for
a-
that.
You,
Get,
you-
get,
you know what I'm
whatever
saying?
you got to get out your system
Yeah.
before
Get
you
out.
get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Brian,
good, man.
Brian, do you have anything?
I think this has been a great show, man. Each couple has shared a lot. I think it's beneficial, and I think it's impacted our audience. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms.
And I just
you
wanna
can
say,
hear us everywhere.
I love my
Podcasts
wife,
are
too.
available. We all love our wives, and they love us. And we all working through some things.
Disclaimer: I still love my wife.
I love my wife.
That's been a great.
I had
It's been a good
the
one.
women say it back.
All right, peace.
None of the women said it back.
Thank you for joining in. We'll see you next time.